Nachos, they can be an appetizer, they can be a snack, they can even be a meal. These nachos right here are gonna be delicious because today we're gonna make a Mexican street corn nacho. Something a little different. I mean, this ain't the first time it's ever been made. It's the first time I've ever made it. So it's gonna be, I know it's gonna be good because I've made all the other stuff separately from each other, but I'm gonna combine them together and make a delicious, delicious meal, snack, whatever everybody wants to chew on it, however they want to eat it. I don't care. It's gonna be good. And the great thing about a meal like this, it's great for tailgates. It's great for parties. It's just great for sitting around and snacking in the afternoon. It's great for a lot of stuff, and it's very little prep. I love doing meals, so very little prep. I don't know about you, but the prep is one thing I dread doing. So I love meals like this. But we need to go on and get to cooking. So go on and fire up that Blackstone and get that thing heating up. And while it's heating up, let's just finish up a few things here, and we'll be cooking. So let's start off with our chicken here. We have some boneless, skinless chicken thighs that we are going to season up. And I'm going to use some Smokin Bros Rubs Mexican seasoning. They call this one the Negotiator. Y'all, check it out. I'm going to leave a link down below in the description to the Smokin Bros Rubs. I'm not using my seasoning, I know, but this is so good. This is so good. So we're just going to give it a generous coat of seasoning on this chicken. The good thing about recipes at home is, hey, use as much or as little as you want of anything. Let's give everything a flip. And we will season this side. There we go. That's going to add some good flavor to these nachos. Now, let's talk queso. You can make your own queso. I went out and bought some. But we need to get heated up. So I have here in my hand, and you've seen it in past videos if you watched me before, is a basting pot. I love this thing. It's great for heating up sauces, your garlic butters, just basting, whatever. But I'm going to pour this queso into it. And we are going to take it over here and heat it up. Come on. Now, what I love about this basting pot, it has a nice handle here that is detachable, as you see, and it can be, you know, put in a dishwasher or whatever. But check out the holder that mounts to the side of your Blackstone. You just put it right in there and just let everything heat up, and it kind of stays out of your way, but it's there if you need it. But now I'm starting to see some white smoke, and you know what that means. It's time to put some groceries down on this griddle. Let's throw down a little bit of oil first, because we got to get this chicken to cooking. You just take up your chicken over here, and we're going to put it right here. Oh, yeah. Love hearing that sizzle when that meat hits the heat. Yes, sir. Ain't nothing like putting that meat to the heat and hearing that sizzle. And so now we got the queso over here doing its thing, getting all warmed up. And this chicken, y'all. This chicken smells so good. And it's going to be delicious. Now, raw chicken don't look delicious, but it smells amazing right now. Another little tip. The tongs that I used, keep them on the griddle. Kind of sanitizes everything. You can keep on using them throughout your cook. Simple as that. And now after a few minutes, it's time to flip this chicken. Oh yeah, look at that beautiful crust that's getting on that chicken. Now this won't be the only time I flip it. When you're cooking chicken, especially like thicker pieces of chicken, you want to flip it several times. You don't want to burn on any side. So just give it a flip several times. Time to give it another flip. Chicken's getting close to being done, y'all. And while we're at it, let's stir up this queso. Look at that beautiful stuff right there. You know, I love me some queso. I absolutely do. Probably one of my favorite things in the world. Just sit there with some queso, dip chips in it. Ain't that right, hun? That's what she's over there doing with what's left in that container. She's scraping it out with the chips. And I ain't mad about it. I do it too. But I want you just to look at the beautiful color getting up on this chicken right here, y'all. Yes, sir. And then this queso over here. Look at this. Yes, sir. Gonna be some good eating here in just a few minutes. And so now this chicken's almost done. Let's add a little Mexican flair to it, if you will. Add a little lime. But always take your lime and roll it. It makes it so much easier to squeeze and juice and whatever you need to do to it. So roll it a little bit. Cut it in half. We're gonna bring it over here and just squeeze it on this chicken. Look at here. Yes, sir. This lime with that Mexican seasoning, really, really gonna make this chicken good. And I mean really good. So let's tip this chicken here. Oh yeah, she's done. I like to tip it in several different places, the thicker parts, just different parts of the chicken to make sure the whole piece is done. And I do believe all this is done. So what we are going to do now is I'm going to cut this far burner off. I'm going to cut it down just off. Not down, but off. And slide all my chicken way over here to the side. Just let us kind of just sit there and chill out. Because now, can you have Mexican street corn without corn? I don't think so. What I do need is a knife, though, to kind of cut some open. Because what I'm going to do is, I'm not using this whole 2-pound bag. I'm going to use maybe half, I don't know. About that much there. Looks good to me. And I am going to add a little more seasoning to this. We're just going to get a char on this corn. And this is frozen corn, straight on the griddle. But I'm cooking it where that chicken was at. To kind of add a little more flavor. Get that stuff off that chicken. Now we're just going to spread this out and just let this corn do its thing. I think it's time to stir things up a little bit. Just kind of come in here and just mix that corn up. So all we're trying to do is heat it up and get a little sear on it, get a little char. Because, man, I'll tell you what, there's nothing like corn on the Blackstone like this right here. Spread it back out. Let it cook just a little bit longer. Let's stir things up and see if we're ready. Oh, yeah. Getting some good color to that corn right there. That's what we're looking for. So let's get all our corn together. All in one pile here. Because we got to work on it. Mayonnaise. Dukes, to be exact. Dukes. Use Dukes. If you have Dukes, if you can get Dukes, use Dukes. We need a good bit of mayonnaise. And that, again, is preference. And a little more seasoning. A little more seasoning. Got to have a little more seasoning to the corn. Let's mix this together, y'all. Mexican street corn is cooked with mayo. I know a lot of people don't realize that. My wife won't eat it because it has mayo in it. But I absolutely love it. Love it. One more thing I want to do to this real quick. And that is to add this other half of lime, y'all. Let's add this other lime in here. Give this corn some amazing flavor. Oh yeah, there we go. Let's mix all that together. And we're just about ready to put this thing together. Now let's just kind of spread that out. Let that cook for just a minute. We're going to get to building some nachos. Before we take it up, I want you to just look at how delicious and how good this corn looks. Oh, yes, sir. That's going to be some good eating. And y'all, this chicken, don't forget about that chicken over here. The time has come to take it up. Now, how to take up corn. You can use both, spatulas put together, but y'all, I have a big scoop and I have a little scoop. So it depends on the size of the job you need. Right now I'm going big scoop. I'll leave a link down below for these too. So we'll just take it up and do like this. Look how easy that is, y'all. Use the back of the griddle to your advantage. Get all this corn off here. Yes, sir. Set this over here. Grab up our cutting board. And let's get this chicken. Let's grab this chicken, y'all. All right. I know the queso's still over here, but right now we need to go prep up and everything, get everything ready for these nachos. All right. We need some cilantro, y'all. I mean, you can do this at the beginning if you want to. That is optional. But I'm going to do this while that chicken cools off just a second so I can cut that up. That's the reason I kind of did that. And how much cilantro, or if any, that's up to you. Because some people are like, oh, cilantro tastes like soap. Don't use it. But I'm going to use it. I think that'll work right there. Now, let's cut this chicken up. Now, you can dice it, you can slice it, you can cut it, you can chop it, you can do whatever you want. But one thing I love about chicken thighs is how juicy and tender they turn out. I mean, look at that right there. That is some good looking chicken. Good tasting too. Let's get all this cut up. chopped up, diced up, whatever you want to do to it. The time has come to build these nachos. So let's slide things around a little bit here. Kind of get things out of the way and move around. Grab you up some nachos, whatever kind you like. Do you like the round ones? Do you like the triangle ones? What kind of the bowls? What kind of chips do you prefer? I'm gonna use these triangle restaurant styles right here. We're gonna put a good bit out here. Now I think that'll be enough for now. Now we need that queso. This nice bubbly hot queso over here. Look how easy it is just to grab it and just come over here with it. We're gonna take it and just pour it. Look at there. Yes, sir. This is how you do nachos. Now, I don't know about you, but I love cheesy nachos, so I'm using this whole thing. I'm gonna scrape out what I can of it. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. Love it. Now, chicken. Let's come on here and add our diced chicken, cut chicken, whatever our chicken is over here. Let's add all that into it. Yeah, I'm adding a lot because I like a lot of meat with my nachos also. I don't like going somewhere and you get nachos and you run out of cheese or meat or whatever toppings before you run out of nachos. Just don't like that. Now, we need the corn. I mean, it is Mexican Street Corn Nachos, so we take this and just kind of go all over it. You can pile it up if that's what you want to do, but I'm not going to because I want everybody to be able to enjoy this delicious corn. There's a lot of corn left, but that's okay. You can just dig into it like it is. Looks good right there. Some tortilla cheese, Mexican crumbling cheese. Put that on everywhere. Now we need our cilantro. Get that all over it. There we go. Spread that around, make it look pretty. And y'all, there's your nachos. Well, I just had the battery die on one camera and another one overheat. Luckily, I got a third camera that was still recording. But either way, look, you just made street corn nachos. Y'all check these out. Now this is probably some of the best nachos I have ever made. I mean, look at all that queso, that delicious corn, the cotija cheese, cotija cheese, and that juicy chicken. Just all these flavors, y'all. All these flavors. We got to try it out. Let's just try one. Come, we got to. Now, I'll tell you what. That came together pretty fast, quick, and easy, didn't it? Just, well, I love my meals. But, y'all, got to try one. We got to try it out. That. Wow. To be so simple, the flavors are there. That is amazing. The chicken, the queso, the street corn, it all comes together perfectly. You make this, you better make a lot because it's going to go quick. But also, if you make this, let me know what you do different. I've noticed a lot of people make their Mexican street corn a lot different. There's just different ways to do things. And that's okay. That's the great thing about cooking. There's no set way. It's just, there's no rules. I say, do what you like. If you like it, it ain't wrong. Simple as that. But right now, I got to take these inside. You know, drill. If you liked the video, thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down twice. Leave me a comment whether you liked it or you didn't like it. Let me know. Let me know. We'll see you next time.